Hi, so for my NPR stuff, I decided to do the section on information overload. And I was comparing it in my head while I was listening to it to Chico, I guess I pronounce that, and how they've talked about how technologies that exist today don't really entirely create an entire new social system or anything, but more create new means for doing things that people have already done and always done. For example, when you're social networking, that's just a digital form of the social networking people did before they had the internet. It makes things easier and it makes things a little bit different, but it doesn't make things entirely, completely separate from anything that's happened before. So I'm thinking about information overload and how it distracts people, or at least how people distract themselves. I compared to like when I was a kid. I was born in 1991, so I was in primary school and middle school. I didn't have a cell phone or a laptop in class. Um, and because of that, I still found ways to distract myself if I didn't want to pay attention, or if I found things boring, or if I just had other things I wanted to be doing. I would doodle in my notebook. I'd like sneak Harry Potter in and try reading it. Sometimes I'd like sneak it under the table, or kind of in my lap. I would look out the window and like just kind of daydream. And people have always done that. Not just me either. Um, Also, like I have ADHD, so I would occasionally just be like tapping my pencil. I'd be fidgeting with stuff. I'd be tapping my foot, and I think that tends to have the same compulsive element that they talked about in the NPR thing. But again, I didn't need a computer or cell phone to be able to procrastinate, distract myself, etc. Um, so I think that like trying to treat this like it's a new issue instead of like it's just kind of human nature. We find ways to do things other than what we're supposed to be doing. I think that's kind of a problem. As for do we owe it to other people for interpersonal reasons to really kind of turn off the technology sometimes? Based on this thing, I think this is more of a productivity issue. I don't think it's so much that you owe it to other people, but that you owe it to yourself to kind of find a way to manage time so you can just turn things off even for like half an hour and do your work. Especially that's an issue for me in online classes. I You're already at your computer, so it's hard not just like switching over to Twitter or something, or listening to stuff on YouTube or whatever. But I tend to try to fixate on just like I'll get this question done in math and then I'll check my feed, or I'll like get this reading done and then I'll watch something like on Netflix or whatever. And by divvying it up and having it be a reward for what you've already done, that helps a lot. And again, I don't think it's really that you owe it to other people there. Nobody else really is hurt by your lack of productivity unless you're just your employer or something. But you owe it to you. So just kind of give yourself a chance to do things that you need to do, and also give yourself a chance to do things that you want to do on the internet. And I think I also have a slightly easier time with that than some people who don't have a smartphone. Not by choice, but just because I can't afford one. And I know it's hard not being compulsive about it, because again, I'm compulsive about a lot of things. But you can just kind of put it off for a few minutes, and it helps. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the third NPR thing on the discussion post. So, interested if anyone else has any thoughts they want to share.